Alright, this is Pod, and I am back. I believe we are short-term bottom right here, so I'm looking to get in a couple ticks lower. 76 and, let's go 76 and a quarter. Nah, 76. 76 and a quarter right here. Alright.
Order filled.
Just a small position, only have 3 here. Very short-term bottom I think we've hit. I think we come back up and at least test the 2079, which is about 70, about 2.25 points higher, roughly. I'll build to this position. If we continue staying down in here, I will build. But I think, again, a short-term bottom, I think it may be in place. And I'm going to be patient. And that's why I've got a very small position, because as you can see, the market's dropped off the cliff here. The good thing about this is we had that short and we've booked $1,375 already, and we are getting ready just to potentially build a bigger position here. I'll be back as the trade. All right, we're starting to get the move higher as I anticipated. I've got this white horizontal line which represents the 2079. It's 78 3/4. I probably will just take 2 off and just leave 1 to see if we can have this market run a bit higher. So 78 3/4, 78 3/4. Am I too late? There we go. Put it in right here. Boom. Here we go. We got the sell limit at 2078 3/4. See if we can lock in a couple more 100 from that small position, and then we'll have 1 remaining. Oh, look at this thing. Unbelievable. Went to 78.5. We're 1 tick away. Let's see if we can bump our heads up through it. If not, yes, that is frustrating, but my first target is right up in here. Not a whole lot, but let's just see. If we back and fill and come back down, then we'll see what we want to do here. All right, once again, we're getting really close to the objective. We are about a tick or 2 away. Let's see if we can get hit. 2078 3/4. We're at a half quarter. Getting real close there. Looking for this to punch up through, fill us on 2, leave us with 1, and see if we can get catch a runner to the upside. Right there. There we go. Come on. Hit it.
Order filled.
There we go. So we've just added $200 to the mix. So we've only got 1 left. Very, very small position. And I'm going to actually take that to break even, which is, I'm actually going to go below these lows. Give it a little more. I'm going to go 75 1/4. Sell stop 75 1/4 right there. There we go. Right there. Not bad. Let's see if we can get a bigger. What's going on here? All right, here we go. Let's see if we can punch up through. I'm going to leave the white horizontal line on, because if we're able to rally up through that white horizontal, I don't know what's going on, then I think we run even further. If not, we come back down and back and fill. Oh well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. At least we made a little bit here. Let's see how this plays. All right, I'm back. The market turned away from that objective so far. We're coming back down. Let's see. We've got some major congestion in here. If we're able to break up through, I may add to this position. If I'm stopped out on the remainder, and the market is unable to really penetrate through the low of the day, maybe we take it out marginally, maybe we miss it a little bit, but we continue down in here, I'd be looking to buy. I'd be looking for a bigger bounce to the upside. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I am back and, okay, stopped out on that. So I am flat, but we ended up adding about $100, $150 to our last trade. That's all. So nothing big, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So again, we took the short, made about $1,375 to the downside, I believe. And then we picked up a little bit more to the upside here. Not much. Look at this market wants to go lower, it seems. Not getting the bounce. So we'll see what happens, okay? Hope that helps. Bye for now. All right, I'm giving it another stab here, folks. I believe this is moving higher. So what we did was we ended up creating, as you can see right here in the low of the day, we created an inside pattern, right? Right at the low. Yes, we took out the low, of the prior trade, right? We made a little money, right? We made money on 2 contracts here, lost a little bit on 1. We made a lot to the downside today. We're up what? Well, $1,575 in all. But now, yes, we've broken through the low of the day here. We did close lower, but then on the very next bar, as you can see here, we created an inside vertical bar, and we broke that to the upside. Once we broke it to the upside by 1 tick, I immediately had my hand on the button to buy it 2 ticks lower. So I bought this at 74 even on a limit order, and I still am expecting the market to try to retest these highs that the market was not able to break up through earlier, right? We did not. We tested it 4 times. We put in, right? We weren't able to break it. We came down. We took out the low of the day. But now so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to take partial profits off 2 ticks below these highs. These highs are 79. So I'm going to go 78.5 on a. Here we go. Look at this. We are moving higher, up $875 on this trade. Have the limit up at 78.5. All right, this is what I've done. I've got the perfect scenario working right now. Okay, as you can see, I've got what I've just done is I've put in a sell stop order below this low right here, which actually gives me only a 50-cent profit if it comes back down. So, okay, yet I've got a sell limit above to take 3/4 of the position off. So I'll take the entire position off. If the market back and fills, comes back down, takes me out, I'll make 50 cents on the 5 contracts. Okay. If on the other hand the market continues to move higher, as I'm hoping, as I'm expecting, then it'll take off 3 out of the 5 contracts to the upside. So I'm in a win-win situation. Regardless of what the market does at this point, I make money on this trade. So let's see how the trade plays. All right, so the market came down and hit me, so only just picked up a little there, not a whole lot. So if you're not in it, you can't win it. If you can't try it, this was a great trade setup. The market did rally as I expected, but it didn't quite hit the profit target. It missed it by about 75 cents, unfortunately. So there we're at. So we're at $1,762 for the day. So in the last 2 trades, this one and the last one just picked up an extra 400. The first trade was the nice one today so far. All right, hope that helps. Bye.